Section 1. The Circle to Core Journey. An Introduction to the Seven Rings. An Introduction to the Seven Rings. Imagine a community designed not in straight lines, but in circles, like the ripples on a pond or the rings of a tree. This design is a journey from the wild, untamed edge to a warm, protected center. It is a model for living with nature, not against it, creating a place that is safe, green, resilient. Each ring in this plan has a specific and crucial job to do, working in harmony with the others to protect the people, animals, resources. The system is designed to provide for its inhabitants while simultaneously enhancing the health of the land. This journey inward reveals how we can use natural principles to create a haven that can withstand challenges like fire drought. Section 2. The First Shield, the forest buffer as our natural guardian. Our journey begins at the outermost ring, the forest buffer. Not a manicured park, but a thriving, semi-wild ecosystem and the first line of defense, composed of native trees, shrubs, and undergrowth, a dense canopy, complex root systems anchoring the soil to prevent erosion. The forest's mass acts as a windbreak, slowing harsh gales. It creates a calmer, more stable microclimate, moderates extreme temperatures, preserves moisture in the ground, a vital sanctuary for biodiversity, habitat for native birds, habitat for insects, habitat for other wildlife. These animals help pollination, they aid in pest control, and they disperse seeds, a place for quiet recreation, for education and connection with nature. People plant a diverse mix of native species. They ensure a mix of ages and sizes. They thin the forest, leaving strategic gaps to promote healthy growth. This reduces the risk of catastrophic crown fire. A healthy, hydrated, diverse forest is less flammable than a monoculture. Section 3. The Fire Break. The Managed Fuel Zone's Vital Role. Immediately inside the protective embrace of the forest buffer lies the second ring. This area is a critical fire break, a deliberately and meticulously maintained landscape designed to stop a wildfire in its tracks. Unlike the dense forest, this zone is characterized by open space, low-growing vegetation, and a significant reduction in flammable materials. Its primary purpose is to create a gap that a fire cannot easily cross, starving it of the fuel it needs to continue its destructive path toward the community's core. This ring acts like a wide, defensive moat, not of water, but of carefully controlled greenery and clear ground. The management of this zone involves several key actions that residents can perform. Large trees are sparse here, and there is no dense undergrowth. Instead, the ground is covered with low-cut grasses and strategically planted, fire-resistant shrubs like certain species of saltbush or rock rose. People regularly mow or use scythes to keep the grasses short, especially during dry seasons when the fire risk is highest. Dead leaves, fallen branches, and any accumulation of dry plant matter are systematically removed. This process, known as fuel reduction, is the cornerstone of the zone's effectiveness. Wide paths made of gravel or compacted earth crisscross the zone, acting as definitive lines that fire will struggle to jump. These paths serve a dual purpose, also providing easy access for people and small vehicles to move around the perimeter of the community, whether for maintenance or in an emergency. The managed fuel zone isn't barren. It is a living, working landscape. It is an honest acknowledgement of the power of wildfire and a proactive, intelligent response to that power. The managed fuel zone is the community's safety belt, a clear and unambiguous statement to the forces of nature about where the line is drawn. Section 4. The Grazing Guard. Moving inward from the managed fuel zone, we enter the third circle of resilience, the livestock ring. This vibrant and productive landscape is where animals become active partners in maintaining the safety and fertility of the land. Species like sheep are strategically grazed here. Goats are strategically grazed here. Cattle are strategically grazed here, serving as a living, breathing team of landscape managers. Their primary function in this ring is to further reduce fire fuel. They graze on grasses and they browse on shrubs, keeping the vegetation even shorter and more controlled than in the managed fuel zone. Their work is meticulous, reaching places that mowers might miss, consuming biomass that would otherwise dry out and become a fire hazard. The practice used here is called rotational grazing. Animals are moved through a series of smaller paddocks or sections of the ring. This prevents overgrazing in any single area, allowing plants to recover and regrow healthily after the animals pass through. The constant rotation keeps the livestock ring at low fuel levels year-round. As they graze, the animals also improve soil health. Their manure returns valuable nutrients to the earth, increasing fertility and water-holding capacity, producing a lusher, greener, and less flammable landscape over time. Beyond fire management, animals are a resource for the community. They provide milk, they provide cheese, they provide meat, reducing reliance on external supply chains. They also produce fiber like wool for clothing and crafts. This integration makes the landscape both safe and productive. Very short, well-hydrated grass plus animals creates an environment hard for fire to burn through. This living fire break, run by the community's four-legged residents, complements the managed fuel zone. It's biomimicry, grazing solving a human problem while enriching land and people. Nestled safely inside the livestock ring is the fourth circle, the greenhouse belt. This is a zone of intensive year-round food production, a verdant and thriving ring that provides nourishment and protection for the community's heart. At the center of our resilient community, protected by the layers of forest, fire breaks, and food production, lies the fifth ring, the housing core. This is the social and residential heart of the settlement, the place where people live, work, gather, and build their lives together. The homes here are designed with principles of simplicity, efficiency, and safety. They are often clustered in small groups but with enough space between buildings to prevent fire from spreading. The architecture favors stone, earth, or metal roofing. The design of the homes prioritizes energy conservation, well insulated to stay warm in winter and cool in summer with minimal energy input. Windows are strategically placed to maximize natural light and passive solar gain during the colder months. The overall layout of the core is designed for people, not cars. Walkways and bicycle paths connecting homes to a community dining hall, a small market, workshops, and playgrounds. Surrounding the individual homes are shared gardens, small orchards, and green lawns. Beautiful, and a key part of the fire safety plan. By keeping the immediate vicinity of the homes well-watered and free of flammable debris, residents create a final personal fire break. The housing core is designed to be a place of calm and security, buffered from the harshest winds, the most extreme temperatures, and the direct threat of a major wildfire. Life in the housing core is deeply communal. Residents share responsibility for common areas, organize events, and make decisions about the community's future. The core is not just a collection of houses. It is a living, breathing village, the destination of our Circle to Core journey, made safe and sustainable not by chance, but by the thoughtful design of the protective rings that surround it, and the cooperative spirit of the people who call it home. At the absolute center of the community, or flowing near it, are the final two elements that power its resilience. The central thermal hall, the river with its micro-hydro system. The central thermal hall is the sixth ring, the furnace at the heart of the settlement, simple, robust, designed to provide heat for the community. Its primary function is to generate and store thermal energy, which can then be distributed to the nearby greenhouses and, if needed, to some of the communal buildings in the housing core. The thermal hall is designed to use a variety of fuel sources. A key source is biomass, such as wood chips and branches, cleared from the managed fuel zone and from the forest buffer. This closes the loop. Making the community safer from fire also provides the fuel to keep it warm. The hall can also integrate simple technologies, like large-scale solar thermal collectors that heat water. That hot water is stored in large, super-insulated tanks, a thermal battery. At night or on cold days, stored heat is pumped through pipes to the greenhouse belt, protecting the food crops from frost. Woven into this system is the seventh element, the river plus microhydro. Microhydro uses flowing water to spin a small turbine, which generates electricity. This power is reliable around the clock. It runs lights, operates pumps for the water system, and powers essential tools in the community workshops. The system is designed to minimize impact on the river ecosystem, allowing fish and aquatic life to pass unharmed. The river is the primary water source for the community, channeled for the greenhouses, for animals in the livestock ring, and for domestic needs in the housing core. The community treats the river with respect, actively protecting riverbanks by planting native grasses and trees to prevent erosion and maintain water quality. The river and the thermal hall work in tandem. They provide heat, power, and water, using simple, local, renewable resources to build long-term self-sufficiency. The true genius of the seven-ring design is not found in any single element, but in how they work together in a seamless, mutually reinforcing system. Each ring is not an isolated feature, but a vital part of a larger, integrated whole. The circle-to-core journey is a cascade of protection and productivity. The outer forest buffer absorbs the initial shock of wind and fire, creating a calmer environment for all the inner rings. Thinning trees and clearing brush here provide the biomass fuel used by the central thermal hall to generate heat. A perfect, closed-loop synergy of safety and energy. Protection flows inward. Fires that breach the forest meet the low-fuel managed fuel zone, where their power is dramatically diminished. The livestock ring then offers a second, living firebreak. This allows the inner rings to exist with much higher safety. The inner rings support the outer ones. Water from the central river irrigates the greenhouse belt and supplies animals, keeping these zones green and less flammable. Energy flows outward too. The sun's warmth is captured by greenhouses, creating a thermal buffer that helps heat the housing core. The central thermal hall converts biomass into stored heat that keeps food-producing greenhouses from freezing in winter. The river's micro-hydro powers pumps and grow lights. A symphony of simple systems. Each output becomes another's input, minimizing waste and maximizing efficiency. The system isn't reliant on a single point of failure. If one element is stressed, others compensate. In a dry season, the livestock ring becomes critical for fire prevention. In a long, cold winter, the biomass from the forest buffer keeps greenhouses warm and secures food. The seven-ring circle-to-core design is more than an architectural plan. It is a declaration of hope. In a time of increasing uncertainty, 2026-01-25, this model offers a calming and achievable vision of safety, stability, and self-sufficiency. It shows we do not need to rely on complex, expensive, fragile technologies to secure our future. Instead, we turn to the timeless wisdom of nature and the power of community. This vision does not have to be built all at once. It can begin small, with a single act. The journey to the core can be taken one ring, one step at a time, each new layer adding strength and security.